Devotees are always an essential subject from Vinaypedia. Devotees are always merciful, humble, truthful, equal to all, faultless, magnanimous, mild and clean. They are without material possessions and they perform welfare work for everyone. They are peaceful, surrendered to Krishna and desireless. They are indifferent to material acquisitions and are fixed in devotional service. They completely control the 6 bad qualities: lust, anger, greed and so forth. They eat only as much as required, and they are not inebriated. They are respectful, grave, compassionate and without false prestige. They are friendly, poetic, expert and silent. A devotee is always free from all bad association. Sometimes one is praised and sometimes one is defamed. That is the nature of human society. But a devotee is always transcendental to artificial fame and infamy, distress or happiness. He is very patient. He does not speak of anything but the topics about Krishna. Srila Prabhupada's books, lectures, conversations and letters offer a comprehensive presentation of this essential subject as seen in the Vinay's Devotees Are Always category. An introduction from his books is given below in the following 16 quotes. Quotes from Srila Prabhupada's books. Krishna claims in Bhagavad Gita to be the father of all species of living entities. Consequently, the devotee of Krishna is always a friend of all. This is called AES. Such non-violence can be practiced only when we follow in the footsteps of great Sirius. Armad Bhagavatam 4.22. 24. A devotee in full Krishna consciousness appears superficially to be a great karma, always working, but the inner significance of the devotee's activities is that they are meant for the satisfaction of the Supreme Lord. This is called bhakti, or devotional service. Armad Bhagavatam 3.27. 23. Karmas think that the material body is an instrument for material enjoyment, and that is why they work extremely hard. A devotee, however, has no such desires. A devotee always engages wholeheartedly in the service of the Lord, forgetting about bodily conceptions and bodily activities. Kaitanya Karitamta, Antya LL 4.173. Every devotee wants to chant the transcendental qualities of the Lord. Devotees are always interested in hearing about the Lord's transcendental qualities, and they are always eager to glorify these qualities, but sometimes they feel inconvenienced by humbleness. The personality of Godhead, being situated in everyone's heart, specifically gives a devotee intelligence to describe him. Armad Bhagavatam 4.9. 4. A devotee always merges in transcendental happiness, and therefore he has no experience of material distresses. This transcendental happiness is called eternal bliss. According to the opinion of devotees, constant remembrance of the Supreme Lord is called samdhi, or trance. If one is constantly in trance, there is no possibility of his being attacked or even touched by the modes of material nature. Armad Bhagavatam 3.33. 27. Akara started the next morning via chariot for Vindivana. Because Akara himself was a great devotee of the Lord, while going to Vindivana he began to pray to the Lord. Devotees are always absorbed in thoughts of Krishna, and Akara was constantly thinking of Lord Krishna's lotus eyes. Krishna Book, Chapter 38. Mother Ganges is available to everyone for bathing. Therefore, not only will sinful persons bathe in the Ganges water, but in Hardwar and other holy places where the Ganges flows, saintly persons and devotees will also bathe in the waters of the Ganges. Devotees and saintly persons advanced in the renounced order can deliver even the Ganges. Because saintly devotees always keep the Lord within the core of their hearts, they can perfectly cleanse the holy places of all sinful reactions. Armad Bhagavatam 9.9. 6. A devotee is always calm, quiet and patient, despite many distressful conditions. A devotee is also always kind to everyone, even to his enemy. Bhagavad Gita 12.13-14. Devotees are always merciful, humble, truthful, equal to all, faultless, magnanimous, mild and clean. They are without material possessions, and they perform welfare work for everyone. They are peaceful, surrendered to Krishna and desireless. They are indifferent to material acquisitions and are fixed in devotional service. Kaitanya Karitamta, Madhya LL 22.7880. A devotee is always eager to return home, back to Godhead, and remain there as the Lord's associate. This ambition becomes increasingly fervent in his heart, and therefore he does not care about material changes in his life. Armad Bhagavatam 6.17. 17. The devotees of the Lord are always in the heart of the Lord, and the Lord is always in the hearts of the devotees. That is the sweet relation between the Lord and his devotees. Due to unalloyed love and devotion for the Lord, the devotees always see him within themselves, and the Lord also, although he has nothing to do and nothing to aspire to, is always busy in attending to the welfare of his devotees. Armad Bh Gavatam 1.9. 47. The devotee always thinks of himself as instrumental for anything successfully carried out, and he declines to take credit for anything done by himself. The godless atheist wants to take all credit for activities, not knowing that even a blade of grass cannot move without the sanction of the Supreme Spirit, the personality of Godhead. Armad Bh Gavatam 2.4. 23. One who is engaged in Krishna consciousness and devotional service has without doubt become freed from all contaminations of material sinful activities. Devotional service therefore has the power to actually nullify all kinds of reactions to sinful deeds. A devotee is nevertheless always alert not to commit any sinful activities. This is his specific qualification as a devotee. Nectar of Devotion, Chapter 1. A devotee in love with God feels always the pangs of separation and is therefore always enwrapped in transcendental ecstasy. Armad Bh Gavatam 1.6. 20. A devotee is always anxious to see that his time is not wasted in anything which is not connected with Krishna. Consequently, he does not like the benefits derived from fruitive activity, yogic meditation, or the cultivation of knowledge. He is simply attached to words favorably related to Krishna. Teachings of Lord Chaitanya, Chapter 13. Devotees who are always absorbed in thoughts of Krishna will soon see Krishna face to face without a doubt. In other words, devotees who are always engaged in Krishna consciousness and are fully absorbed in thoughts of Krishna certainly return home, back to Godhead. Chaitanya Charitamrita, Madhya LL 13.155.